Hello. My local community college is fantastic. They run some amazing courses, but their marketing leaves a lot to be desired. I'm going to use this leaflet that they popped through my letterbox as an example, really, to have a look at how you can provide bullet points in slides. And yes, I know I'm not a fan of bullet points in slides, but the key thing about bullet points is that they provide simple to access and hierarchically organized information, just like this leaflet does. Well, just like this leaflet should have. Okay, so here's it zoomed in just to make it easier to see, and the fact that you need to zoom in should tell you a great deal about the design, but here are the three problems that I see, and let's see if you agree with me. The first is that it's just frankly hideous. That colour scheme it's just, oh dear. But more importantly, I'm not convinced that colour scheme works as well as they think they do for anybody who's got some kind of visual impairment in terms of colour and blindness and that kind of stuff. The second is that actually, if you look at it, that's providing hierarchical information. Term 1 and Term 2 should be nested within cookery and catering, for example, and the same for counselling, just off the bottom of the page. And yet, look at the fonts they've used. For the higher order information, cookery and catering, they've used all lowercase, and then for the lower order information, they've used block capitals. And that's counter to what most people would think of as the standard way of doing it. And I'm not a fan of block capitals, but if you are going to use block capitals, then you want to use them right at the top level of your hierarchy. And the third problem is that for me there's no indentation. Think about it for a second. How much easier would it be to understand that Term 1 and Term 2 were lower orders, were subordinate clauses, if you like, to cookery and catering? How much easier would it be if it was indented slightly, moved to the right just a little bit? What they're doing at the moment is suggesting that green tells you that it's the top end of importance, and orange tells you it's slightly less important. But actually that makes no logical sense. Green is not any more important than yellow, than blue is important than red. They've not thought this through. They're trying to provide hierarchical information in a non-hierarchical way, and it just doesn't work. Hopefully you can see how you can translate that kind of thinking into your slide design. Should be pretty obvious, I hope. Have fun.